Hello Pisces, what is up? Welcome to FlavoredVivid. For those of you guys new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical, some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career. I pull a spread on your love life, and then I close it out with spirit guide messages. Pisces, you guys have learned a lot of lessons recently. I want to start with your overall tarot card, which is the Two of Pentacles. So I see that you're finding a lot of balance right now. And you have your ancestors and your guides standing behind you. You've learned a lot from those that you are guided by. Your intuition is very strong at this point in time, okay? The door to spirit is opening, and it's like you're really connected to like your intuition, these brand new beginnings, and you're being divinely led. Now, I do see that Spirit is asking you to really keep your thoughts in alignment with your goals, though. Your inner narrative is a huge part in your manifestations and things coming to fruition for you, things coming to reality for you. And I feel like in the past, you were giving away your power to old subconscious programs that were unconsciously running the show for you. There's a lot of stimulus response, right? And now at this point in time, you are mentally reprogramming yourself and you're going through this new level of awakening. So I'm not saying that you just woke up yesterday, although some of you guys could if you're randomly clicking on this reading, right? But I'm seeing more so it's like this new level of awakening, this brand new beginning, and you are learning to take back control in your life because you're being prepared. Everything that you've learned has given you the tools and resources necessary for these opportunities that are coming in. And Spirit wants you to know that you're heavily protected right now. You're very, very protected right now. I feel like there is somebody here who is playing themselves by trying to mindfuck you because it's not going to work. It's only going to add to the layer of consequences that are in alignment for them and what they have to learn over the next following year, months, whatever it may be, okay? You did get the angel of diet and nutrition as well that kind of showed up for you. So make sure that you are paying attention. Next year is a 1 year. 2026 is a 1 year. And with ones comes health, okay? And new beginnings as well. So you're right in alignment with this. It's the year of the horse. And so as we're coming into this, make sure that you are paying attention to your diet, your nutrition, the way that you are taking care of yourself, whether that is taking vitamins and supplements, going to the gym, spending time in the sun, grounding your energy, spending time outdoors and in nature for your mental health, doing these certain things here. But you intuitively will know what is for you. There's something here also about like intuitive eating. You could be fasting as well. I'm hearing fasting. Maybe some of you guys are going to be going on a little fast. Make sure that you talk to a doctor though. I'm not a doctor and I can't give you medical advice like that. But I do know the importance of fasting. And so I think that's really important for you guys. I do what's called intermittent fasting though. And so like for example, right now it is 2:22 p.m. Choices, decisions, pathways. 2:23 now, of course, as I show you, or as it changes, right as I'm showing you. And it's about balance, okay? I haven't had anything to eat yet, though. I am currently fasted since about like 6 p.m. yesterday. And so intermittent fasting is where you go a certain amount of numbers without eating, and then you eat, okay? One thing, something healthy, nutritious, whatever it may be. So that can be significant. I'm not a Pisces, though, but I am saying sharing more so my own path with that. But for me, it's really good. It's something that I do quite often. I know the power in fasting. It's even in the Bible. For some of you guys, you might be really religious. I'm not personally religious. I'm very spiritual. I believe in like animism, and I actually relate more so if I was to identify, it would be like pagan. However, that doesn't mean that I don't honor all paths on this channel. And so I am seeing that. And so honoring and paying attention to what you're eating and drinking is going to be really important for you. Okay, so you've got somebody trying to mindfuck you. Oh, your love life here. There's somebody new that you're going to start dating. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see this relationship lasting, and I know that's very disappointing. And you're like, well, what's the fucking point, Carissa? The point is we can't bypass our spiritual lessons that we're meant to learn or grow through or experiences that we're meant to have. It's about looking for the beauty and uncovering the hidden charms of all of your experiences instead of, looking for specific outcomes of those experiences, because not everybody's meant to share a container with you forever. Sometimes it's just temporary. And so that's part of that. But I do see somebody coming in. I don't think it's going to last forever. and I'm sorry because I know you're looking for like the soul level love, but yeah, it's not going to be this immediate next person, unfortunately. We're gonna start a little bit differently. Sorry, I'm having so I have like a respiratory illness right now, and so if you hear me like clearing my throat a lot and stuff like that, it's just because there's a lot of mucus and gunk right now that is in my system. So anyways, okay, let's go ahead and see what we have here. Messages, please. Tell me about somebody's mind fucking you and playing themselves. Yeah, we have the moon card. So somebody's creating a lot of illusions. This could specifically be a Cancer. It could be a mother figure. Okay. It could be in regard to like your money and your finances as well, or somebody's over promising and they're going to under deliver. I do see it's going to lead you to disappointment because it's like somebody, you know, it's like, what if they promise you like, oh, I'm going to pay you back, and they're not going to be able to pay you back if they're borrowing money, or if they're promising like in the future it'll be like this, it'll be like that. That's not the truth. They're not being fully honest or transparent with you. Yeah, Knight of Cups in the reverse. They're not being honest or transparent with you. Okay, this person's very insincere. So whatever they're promising to you, they're going to fuck themselves out of your life. All right. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and they're going to get some sort of like karmic repercussion for this. Now, if you fall into alignment with it, though, it will karmically fall onto you because you're taking authority over the situation. So use discernment and be very mindful. Okay. I'm not in my room anymore. Yeah, no, I'm not. My leg is healed. Interestingly enough, though, I still have not gotten the surgery that is necessary. Insurance is just giving the ring around every single time. We've changed insurance since then, but since I'm healed, I don't feel it's necessary right now. I've just been kind of doing physical therapy on it. But yeah, we went dancing the other night and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. So it's really nice just to have my life back, and I appreciate that. But thank you for noticing. I appreciate you, Cola. All right. So I healed it myself. Our bodies are miraculous. I didn't heal it myself. My body is just miraculous, and I love my body so much. And it intuitively did everything it needed to heal itself. And I think that's pretty cool. So 8 of Swords. Somebody's trying to get you stuck in your head, though. Okay. I don't know why I'm hearing a con artist as well, or like scammer. It's almost like somebody's trying to like scam you. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. They're trying to pull like the blindfold over you. Okay. To kind of get what they want. This could be a family member for some of you, or somebody that you have family or children with as well. But it does have to do, yeah, with something. So use your discernment, because again, they're going to end up screwing themselves, but you have to be able to see through it. All right, let's jump into your actual reading, though. I just started there because I was curious about what that was. Messages, please, for Pisces. What do they need to know? Messages for Pisces. What do they need to know during this time? Messages for Pisces. So 2s can be significant. 222. Okay. Maybe you were born on the 22nd or something. Humbly, who's your psychic? Angel of New Life is here for you, okay? As a practicing Hindu, your religious texts tell you not to talk about the karma of other people. It brings their karmic faults on you. Interesting. Thank you for sharing that. We have Angel of New Life here. An exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold, okay? So we have a goddess of justice, and you guys are getting justice. You can call it karma, you can call it justice, you can call it whatever you want. Quantum physics, every action has a reaction, okay? But this is what I'm getting here in the situation. You are getting justice for a situation, okay? There might be something here that kind of seems like it started as, you know, an injustice, but it is going to course correct for you, Pisces. And I feel like it was teaching you something about yourself and your evolution. Both the Angel of New Life and exciting new chapter is here, and it's about to unfold. So make sure you're connecting very strongly to spirit during this time right now, and don't worry about like all of these adjacent possibilities, okay? Attachment, yeah, letting go of like these negative attachments or thinking patterns, narratives in your mind, and finding that balance. Again, number 2 here. Balance is the number 2. the world card to close out, or as you close out this cycle. I feel like some of you guys have been in your head a lot lately, and Spirit's asking you to get back into your heart and your emotions and your feelings. Like, what are you feeling here, without identifying with your feelings, without identifying with what's going on. Messages, please, for Pisces. What do they need to know? Okay, we've got lots of angels around you and adjacent possibilities here as your overall. You have your second chakra, you have your sixth chakra, and you have your third chakra. Okay, we have Archangel Camuel, Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Ariel. So your chakras are going through a recalibration at this point in time. Your second and your third chakra, which is your creative authority, it's your vitality, and your sixth chakra is obviously your intuition, are all receiving upgrades right now, is what I am getting from this. I'm going to go ahead and clarify and see if there's anything else from this, but that's what I'm getting. If you don't work with the archangels, of course, it could be other guides or deities from whatever belief system that you align with, okay? Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they're helping you release systems, blockages, releasing blockages. We also have the Four of Wands and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Some of you guys could be experiencing some... how do I explain this? Anxiety is what I'm kind of feeling. Like, it feels like anxiety as these releases are happening here, but it is aligning you to like harmony and some sort of foundation within yourself where it's more structured. I also am getting the root chakra, interestingly enough. So it's just like all of your chakras are going through these like upgrades here. They're all spinning as well. Okay, so very interesting here. The Hierophant, yeah, you have spirit with you very strongly. There's a lot of wisdom that's coming through, a lot of downloads, intuition, insight, success, and healing that is happening all simultaneously. So sometimes the excitement that our bodies are feeling can also be felt as anxiety. And that's just a psychological fact. And so I feel like that's kind of what you're getting here with us. Anxiety is not really anxiety. It's like the excitement that your soul is experiencing right now, and it's still integrating into your physical form. Okay. So very beautiful energy coming up right now. There's a lot of insight coming up. You can trust your intuition during this time. I do see your confidence building as well. And it's like confidence in your work, your creativity, what you're putting out into the world. All right. Instead of like fear-based thinking. So very good energy. Let's see what we have. Nourishment, again, diet and nutrition are here. So self-care, you could be drinking more tea. I'm hearing hot tea. Okay, hot tea specifically. Hot tea is really good for you. And aligning to higher perspectives. Messages, please, for Pisces. Messages, please, for Pisces. We have unbound. Beautiful. You have visualization and adventure. Okay, overall energy, you have mission. So raising consciousness, sharing your light, and having a ripple effect. In the recent past, this is you releasing fears, worries, doubts. Again, these narratives that no longer serve you. Your current energy is about seeing yourself and your desired outcome. It's about visualization here. I don't know why I'm hearing levitate as well. So there might be something here about like levitating or like higher thoughts, higher consciousness. Like if you think of levitation, it's like lifting things up, right? Lifting yourself up. I don't know the exact definition of levitation, but yeah, there's something here about like higher consciousness. Nothing's fragmented anymore, I just heard. All right, there might have been a split or a fragmentation here. And it's like you've called back your power from that version of reality. You're not fragmented. Things aren't distorted anymore. They're starting to come into like a whole picture here. Recent past, please. Recent past, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So you were learning a lot of different lessons, okay, with that. There could have been some sort of divine delays as well. Your current energy. Visualization is clarified by the Three of Wands. Really focus on the future and what you're trying to manifest for yourself. Your future energy is adventure. We have travel, vacation, and new experiences. Again, with the Angel of New Life, new experiences. And next year is a 1 year, 2026, which can indicate, and it's led by the horse, which is the fire horse this year in Chinese astrology. And so with that, you know, it's about travel and new experiences, about leadership and many other things. I did post something on my community board if you would like to read that about the numerology and the Chinese zodiac of next year. Or you can follow me on Facebook if you'd like. I post a lot of different things there as well. Okay, tell me about adventure though. I feel like this is almost going to come in like suddenly or as a shock to you, like how exciting life is going to get to you. It's not going to be as hard as it's been. You guys were under the rulership of Saturn for a lot of you guys, so there was a lot of like restriction as well. And now you're free from that. 2 swords in the reverse. You're no longer blocked. It's like this clear path forward. And I think that because some of you guys were used to just consistently taking it on the chin and getting hit over and over and over again. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm totally going to change my entire life around now because you are consistently reposting Bible quotes. Thank you so much for saving me. Okay, we're just going to beep, 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 boop, blocked. All right. Good Lord. All of its disciples doing the Lord's work. We're the Hierophant in the reverse. Maybe it's not the Lord's work. You know, there's a lot of psychics and spiritualists out there that are far more Christian and godlike than people that harass others. Ace of Pentacles here. All right. With the Ace of Pentacles, these are brand new beginnings here. And I think that you aren't used to this energy that's coming in anymore, right? You are kind of like bracing for the worst. You're bracing to take it on the chin again, as I was saying. But it is a brand new beginning and it's a stable new beginning. There's nothing to take on the chin. You've learned all of your lessons. And I feel like it's going to feel almost unfamiliar and there is reservation. And that's really normal. Like when we go through a compacted time of lessons and all these different energies, you know, it can really impact us in a way of how we're perceiving our reality. But Spirit's telling you it's time to share your light. It's time to share your messages and things that you have learned, and you know, have this like ripple effect on the evolution of on those around you by sharing your learned experiences. Okay, with mission here, you are in alignment with it. Now the thing is, Justice in the reverse. What is this? Ace of Wands. Why does this message continue coming through? 5 of Wands. There's a lot of people who would try to put their belief systems onto you, who will push their belief systems onto you. Okay. And these energies are just, they're not good individuals. Now, from their perception, though, their limited perception, they think that they're doing the right thing, but they're not. They're just creating conflict. They're creating problems. And that's what I'm seeing on you. It's like you had a lot of individuals that where secrets were exposed. You know, they're trying to mind fuck you, etc. Right? Trying to convince you that you're wrong and they're right, you know, and convince you to go against your own intuition. That's called gaslighting, okay? All of us have different spiritual paths, and you can see it on my channel and my community board. I have said over and over and over again, we will all live different spiritual lives during this lifetime. In a different lifetime, you might have been super religious. In one lifetime, you might be atheist. In another lifetime, you might be something else. And it's because, you know, you're meant to have all these different soul experiences. And so pushing one sort of narrative to fit some sort of agenda is just, you know, not accurate. And so we don't do that on my channel here, but I feel like there's somebody who's trying to push something onto you. You're insecure, you're not talented, you're not this, you're not that, you're fat, you're skinny, you're ugly, you're beautiful, da da da. It's like you have all of these different external factors that were trying to tell you how to live your life or what you should think about yourself or how to show up, and that's just not rooted in any type of reality. Okay. And so a card reading. So in order to get a card reading, I'm not a goddess, I'm a human. In order to get a card reading, you would just go to FlavoredVivid.com. I know that you're just trying to be kind and I'm not trying to resist, you know, your compliment or energy or anything like that. I just don't like when people put me on a pedestal. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a guru. I'm just a human sharing the messages that I have to share. That is it. Okay. I'm just Carissa or FlavoredVivid. Essentially. All right. I'm no better than the next person on the street, the next animal out in the world, any of that. I'm just human. I hate when people put me on a pedestal because I will disappoint you as a human who makes human mistakes. All right. Anyways, there's a lot of people that are trying to create conflict for you. With the Eight of Wands, you are being removed from these circles. You could have dropped a lot of different friendships, a lot of friend groups or relationships, connections with other people. You've already made the choices and decisions. I feel like there's a lot of secrets or truth that has been exposed recently, and there's things that you're not aligned to that you used to once be aligned to, or that you used to once give your energy to. Okay, exactly. Breaking open the deck here, we have deception. It's in the reverse though. It's lies, manipulation, and envy. You recognize the envy of others. You recognize the lies within others, and you're like, that might be the right thing for you, but that's not the right thing for me. And you're learning to listen to your own voice, your own spirit, your own path, okay? And that's what I'm getting here for you. You've gained this higher perspective, and this higher perspective is shifting you into this new timeline, okay? You're not dealing with other people's projection any longer, with projection showing up here. You're like, that is your truth. That is your reality based on your set of experiences, your dogmas, your upbringing. There's so many factors that play into it. It's so nuanced, and it's just like, I don't know, I feel like you are really in this place of not personalizing it any longer. You're just focused on yourself. So you've expanded your consciousness, everything that you've been through. Yeah, and there was a greedy individual that was trying to benefit off of like keeping you small or keeping you limited, keeping you stuck in some sort of way. Okay. Messages, please, for Pisces. Messages, please, for Pisces. Thank you. It's time to invest your money is showing up, Pisces. And then your enemies are not well, okay? Messages, please, for Pisces. Thank you. We have ego, death, and integration is your current energy. And expand your consciousness with travel. I'm telling you, some of you guys need to travel, all right? I think that's what's wrong with like a lot of the world here, is that people don't get out of their own culture or whatever it may be, okay? As somebody who I do a lot of traveling, I've even lived outside the country for 2 years, okay? I love immersing myself in other cultural experiences. Some of you guys are under attack though, by the way. You are a pure soul. They hate on your light and pretend that they come from it. Don't fall into temptation during this time right now. Anyways, expand your consciousness with travel. If you've got children, take your children. Travel is the best thing to do to teach your kids to be a well-rounded human and adult that doesn't grow up being racist and hateful and full of smiting other people and projecting onto everyone around them, okay? And so that's something that I do. All my kids, they got to go out of the country with us as well, and it just was such a great experience for them. So, and for myself, okay, tell me about invest your money. Invest your money is the Four of Wands here. So some of you guys have money just sitting in like a savings account or something like that. Spirit wants you to learn how to invest your money. Yeah, Nine of Wands in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse, because you're not gaining anything by just holding on to it. Okay, so whether you're investing your money into furthering your education, into traveling, into homes, into businesses, into stocks, or other exchange platforms, you know, it doesn't matter whatever you're feeling called to, right? But there is a need to invest your money, and that's what's coming up here. Tell me about your enemies are not well. We have the Strength card and the Devil card in the reverse. Yeah, it's like they try to strong arm you. Strong arm has come up a lot today, Knight of Cups, with their insincerity, all right? And these people are not doing good. They know that they're going to have to answer, you know, to a higher power, to, you know, whatever. I'm trying to be mindful because somebody commented the karma thing. Thank you for bringing that to my awareness. I'm not a Hindu guide or teacher, so I do apologize. I don't mean to offend anybody. Ignorance is bliss, right? Until we learn. And so I'm grateful for that. But, you know, our consequences. And there's a lot of people in this reality that don't believe in karma at all, okay? Like a lot of people don't believe in like the law of three or whatever it is. I don't know what the Wiccan rule is. I can't remember. It's like power of three or what comes. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not Wiccan. But I believe in like animism and pagan beliefs. I'm Italian, folklore, things of that sort. The old gods. Okay. Anyways, moving forward here. This is just a lack of insincerity with other people, okay? Please travel to India. You will have a spiritual reckoning. Visit all the holy places. I'm sure you'll find that your vibe matches the spirituality of Indian nation. Just keep your mind open to all of it. Yeah, absolutely. I know that I would personally love to. That is definitely on my bucket list. I want to travel to India. I want to travel all the places I want to go are like not normal places. I want to go to Ireland. Like I really want to go to Ireland. I want to go. Yeah. I don't have Irish roots at all either. I just want to go to Ireland. I think that that place is really fascinating. There's a lot of wonders of the world. I've been to Peru, but yeah. Anyways, messages, please. Ego, death, and integration. So you're dealing with insincere people, and these people are not doing well, okay? Page of Pentacles in the reverse here. You created an ego death for somebody else? It's not like you created it. Like, you're like, I'm going to create this ego death. It just kind of unconsciously happened through you. Divinely through you here. Like, you might have triggered somebody else's ego. And now they're sitting there and they're contemplating. They're thinking about it. They're recognizing, you know, the way that they were thinking in this situation. All right. Tell me about expand your consciousness with travel. I do see you going through a major healing as well. All right. Tell me about expand your consciousness with travel. We have the Page of Swords. Yeah, some of you guys need to kind of plan out, okay, create a strategy to allow yourself to travel. I feel like a lot of you guys here like really want to travel, but you feel like you don't have the means to travel. All right. There's a lot of ways to travel that aren't necessarily luxurious, by the way. People do it all the time. You can go backpacking. You can stay at, oh my gosh, why am I blanking on it? Oh, I'm blanking on what it's called. Those little, not little, where you cohabitate with other people. You rent just like a room or a bed. I'm totally, blanking. I don't know what it's called. I'm so sorry. But there are ways for travel to be affordable, essentially, is what I'm trying to say here, okay? There's ways to connect with other people as well so that you're not, like, solo traveling if you're afraid of solo travel. But I'm just telling you, like, especially if you are American-based, America likes to demonize basically everything outside, because once you leave, you realize how much we are like slaves over here, and you see what freedom is, and you see what real food really tastes like, and how much life and beauty there is in the world. And so you know, it keeps you limited. America's huge though. America's huge. There's a lot of places to travel in America that could also free you. There's ley lines and PowerPoints and stuff like that that are available to you for those of you guys that can't travel out of the country, but I would suggest it, okay? With the Ten of Wands in the reverse, I see it releasing a lot of different like burdens for some of you guys. It's going to, yeah, you do need to create some sort of like strategy or plan for this though. King of Swords. Maybe talk to others, join groups here, and you know, again, it's going to help expand your consciousness. The Empress card, it's literally going to turn you into this like Empress energy. Tell me about under attack. Don't fall into temptation. Pisces, we have the Nine of Swords and the Judgment reverse. Somebody is like trying to plant negative thoughts in your mind. You have sovereignty over yourself. If you can, discernment is where you have the ability to look at a situation and be like, are these my own thoughts? Do I really think this way about myself? Okay. And it's so not in alignment. Like a lot of times, you know, you might suddenly start feeling bad about yourself and you're like, are these even my thoughts, or is this somebody like projecting this over me? You know, and you're like, oh well, I recently uploaded a selfie, or I did this, and you recognize, you have that discernment to know that's not even your own energy, it's projected energy onto you. So I am seeing that you are under attack. Don't fall into temptation, okay? There's some sort of projected energy here. The Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Things aren't the way that it feels or is coming up in your mind, all right? How much of America's cinema is real? It depends on what you've watched, I guess you could say. Our government lies to us. It's not the land of the free here, I can tell you that. There are good things about America, like we have central heating and air. I think that that's a blessing, because when I was down in South America, South America, there was no central heating or air. And it was really hot down there, so that's a luxury for sure. But everything is more slower down there, and there's community down there. Whereas in America, we don't have good railway systems, and travel, like to get everywhere, you need a vehicle out here. It's a lot more expensive than people believe it is. So I don't know. There's pros and cons to everywhere in the world, and I think it's just really about finding beauty here. Sawyer says this is the best country in the world, no argument. I don't agree. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of really great countries and cultures and stuff like that. So anyways, all right, be careful about, falling into temptation here. You have somebody who's hating on like your light, and they are projecting onto you. They hate the purity of your heart and your emotional space, like how you always choose kindness, how you're always choosing love. So just be mindful of that. They're triggered by you because you triggered some sort of ego death within them, and they're having a hard time integrating it, so they're projecting that onto you. Okay. Our landscape is beautiful, that's for sure. I agree. Yeah, absolutely. There's pros and cons to everything. USA, the land of the brave and free. Your movies have told me. I think there's bravery everywhere in the world. Yeah. I mean, I had a friend recently come to America, and they were like, oh, I have to wait for an attendant to buy makeup, but I can buy a gun. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to speak for everybody. Everyone's experience is different. I know that I feel more free in different places in the world than I ever will in America. I feel like there's different restrictions, but I don't hate America. It's just I'm a citizen here, and I've got life here and kids here. But you deserve all the love that you put into this world, Pisces. Let's stay on task here. That was me and my bad. Let's get into your guys' finances and career. Finances and career. Be careful of those weird spiritual talks of somebody trying to pull you out of character or out of your energy, okay? Messages, please. Ooh, we have passive income. Okay. Messages, please, for Pisces. We have fast changes in the reverse, though. And future energy is interview, callback, and audition. Very good. Okay, award is your overall energy. Yeah, you got money. Oh my goodness, baby, you've got money coming in. I need you to believe it, though. I need you to believe it, because there's a little bit of this like imposter syndrome. That's why with like fast changes, like, but it's not happening fast enough. Okay, and it is, though. It is happening fast enough. Some of you guys might be going in for an interview. You could be getting called back. There could be an audition that you are going in for my actors and actresses. Okay, those of you guys in those positions. Spirit is asking you to take bold steps forward right now. Eight of Swords. Yeah, we have passive income here with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So it's like, passive income is things that you don't have to think about. It's just generating money. Six of Wands. And there's something that you have created that is generating money for you. Your current energy with fast changes. We do have the Five of Cups in the reverse. Sorry, give me one moment. I should be drinking hot tea, but drinking water. Okay, 10 of Cups. Whatever is coming in for you, you're going to be very excited about, but it's not coming in fast enough. Again, it's that energy that I already intuitively picked up on. I do see you being really happy, though, and it does feel like it's generational as well, like creating generational wealth, or just is something that you've been wanting to do for a very long time. All right, be careful about moving recklessly, though. Like, slow down, breathe, know that it's already yours. It's already yours, and it's coming in right at the perfect time. Tell me about interview, callback, and audition. We have Seven of Swords, and you have the Seven of Cups. 7-7. Okay, sevens can be significant to you. Maybe your life path 7. Born on the 7th. But there's this energy here, and ooh, 7 of Pentacles, so 777. Okay. Sometimes what you think is meant for you isn't necessarily meant for you. Dogs, no, 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 no. Sometimes what you think of you or think is meant for you is not meant for you. And so if you get a no, just know that you are going to get a yes, and you're going to feel way more successful with this yes. All right. Or maybe you've heard a lot of no's along the way. And you're like, maybe I'm wasting my time. You started second guessing yourself. They created these like self-imposed limitations, right? And then that changes the Chariot card. Exactly. And the 8 of Pentacles. And then you end up getting the job. You end up winning. You end up getting the success. So your overall is winning. Yeah, you're very talented. You're very goal-oriented, okay? You're very passionate about what you do, and everyone can see it. But not every job is the right job for you, okay? Page of Cups is here. So some of you guys have very creative jobs or creative endeavors, right? Where it's like, I could sing opera, but I don't sing opera, by the way. I could sing opera though, and there's people that don't like opera. Like for me, I don't really care for opera. I know. I don't like musicals. I know a lot of people do though. All right, we're all different and unique individuals, and that's okay. I like the unts, you know. So, anyways, Page of Cups here, 5 of Swords. Yeah, it's like, don't personalize it or think that you're not good or that you don't have anything to offer. I'm getting the energy of like J.K. Rowling, for example, where she was denied by so many different people. And then look how huge Harry Potter is, okay? It became a staple in almost everyone's households, right? And so that's what I am getting here. Boil up some water and add some grated ginger and cool it in liquid and then drink it. Yes. Time-tested solution for throat problems. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, I do have I have a fermented ginger drink. So I've been drinking a lot of ginger lately. But yeah, I'm going to be honest. I think I'm going to do tea. I will put some ginger in it though. I will definitely do that. By the way, I keep my ginger in my freezer. I don't know if other people do this, but I've noticed that it's so much easier to grate and then it doesn't go bad as quickly, right? So I just like grate it into like my drinks or whatever, my food that we're making, stuff like that. Anyways, Pisces, some of you guys your effort is really going to pay off. There's going to be some sort of recognition. It could be advancements coming in as well. There's definitely money coming in. You're making good, wealthy investments for those of you guys that are investing in your finances. Okay, some of you guys could be getting a raise or feeling lucky. I don't believe it's luck. I believe it's alignment. You're choosing the right direction here, and you're actively overcoming any type of difficulties. Okay, you are on the right path. I see that you are very ambitious right now. You are manifesting money. Somebody here could have done candle magic, for those of you guys that are into candle magic. All right, we do have the Cup card here again, overflowing prosperity. So yeah, there's a lot of money coming for you right now, Pisces, a lot of it. Let's get into your love life and see what we've got going on. Messages, please, for Pisces. Do you guys hear the birdies? They're so loud today. I don't know if you guys can hear them or not. Messages for Pisces, matters of the heart, love life. What do Pisces need to know? Ooh, we got Axe. Healing heart, okay. And healthy choices. Overall energy is the boat card. Okay, so for those of you guys, some of you guys, somebody could have been, the person mind-fucking you could have been the person that you were dating, right? They were making all these promises to you about your guys' future, and then they didn't actually mean it. I do see whoever I'm talking to here who's going to resonate with this portion of the reading is definitely healing from heartbreak. You're freeing yourself from a toxic relationship. You've already broken up with this individual, and I feel like going forward you're going to be making healthier choices, taking care of yourself, loving yourself, working on your self-worth. I just heard working on your self-worth, okay? And through that you're really going to close out this issue and be able to progress in life into relationships that actually do serve you. If you're wondering if you and this person are meant to get back together, I'm going to be honest with you. The answer is no. There is no second chances here. It's time to grow and transform your life. You've already outgrown this person, and you and this person had a soul contract with each other. You guys have already served each other's purposes, taught each other what was necessary through each other, through the connection that you shared. And now it's time to kind of go your separate ways, okay? So tell me about the Axe card. Yeah, we have the High Priestess. We have the Four of Cups here. I feel like somebody's having a hard time accepting that a relationship is genuinely over. Tell me about healing card. The Sun card, which literally is the epitome of healing, all right? But let's see what we have. The Seven of Wands and the King of Swords in the reverse. Okay, yeah, I think that there's a lot of like negative self-talk. There's a need to practice more self-love. Again, self-worth, I picked that up earlier, but it's coming up again. Self-worth, having better boundaries with other people, you know, and not falling into the fantasy of who you think they are, but rather what they're showing you of who they are. Okay. You have the Six of Wands in the reverse. I do feel like you are doing this privately. You're healing privately. If you guys were wondering if this person and you are going to get back together, it's a no. Again, I already intuitively said that, but the cards just clarified that. All right, I feel like some of you guys, you know, are feeling very ostracized or lonely or undervalued. I'm hearing undervalued. Five of Pentacles, left out in the cold, ghosted. Some of you guys were ghosted, okay, in the situation. Justice, but this closed out that soul contract between the two of you guys, all right? Knight of Cups here. I feel like this is time to really nurture yourself and follow your intuition, your spirit. It's like you already know. There's crows now in the background. Can you hear them going off? Because they're warning you. Crows always bring in warnings. Ten of Pentacles here. This person wasn't meant to be in your life for a long time, and I feel like you're disappointed by that because, again, they might have promised you, like, oh, we're going to get married, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, but they never had what it takes to actually follow through with that, okay? I feel like now's a great time for you to, like, hang out with friends, but I do feel like you're in this like hermit mode energy. So make sure that you are getting out there, you are hanging out with people, with your friends. Nine of Cups, yeah. And doing what makes you happy, okay? Focusing on what makes you happy, what makes you feel good. Taking leadership of, you know, your life. Taking back control in your life in ways that you can, okay? Alright, sorry that that's a little bit heavy, but good riddance. We want to leave anybody that's not for us in 2025. I promise you, because this brand new life that you have and everything coming in for you, it doesn't serve you. It doesn't belong there. And the person that you're dealing with, you know, you have the golden mirror showing up here. This person was very self-absorbed. It was a one-sided relationship. They might have love bombed you, alright? They could have been, you know, narcissistic. They wanted you to chase them. They wanted you to chase them in some sort of way, all right? Or they could have been playing a lot of mind games there with you. So, again, I do see you receiving what you need, the healing and everything like that, and, you know, closing out this issue and moving on. Pisces, you've got a lot of evil eye around you during this time right now. I need you to definitely protect yourself from that. Say your prayers, wear your amulets, all right? Ward your home, whatever you like to do. Cleanse yourself. Messages, please, for Pisces to close this out. Thank you, Spirit. The situation is already taken care of. All right. Yeah. Forgive them and release yourself. I feel like you're still really like in love, or you still really like this connection that you're getting out of. Spirit is asking you to forgive them and release yourself. I don't feel like it's mutual. Get rid of that destructive habit, the habit of thinking negatively about yourself. It's time for you to rest and rejuvenate, okay? Ask what this is teaching you. Yeah, you learned a major lesson with this, and it's about your self-worth, okay? You do have people who are projecting their pain onto you, so be mindful of that, and then trust your intuition on this. And your intuition is going to be very strong this week, okay? You are aligned with source energy, and Spirit does acknowledge all of your effort and growth, so know that none of this is in vain. All of this is to get rid of this, close up this like cycle that you've been in during the year of the snake, and move into a 1 year, the year of the horse here. Brand new life. I'm not gonna have to deal with this stuff again because you've learned your lesson. You're wiser now. Okay, you have this higher perspective of the situation. So enjoy all the beautiful money, these higher perspectives, higher timelines, and your brand new life. Know that the love will follow, okay? It'll always follow you. Got you some Florida water for the haters. That's great, all right? Okay, love you guys. Don't forget to like this reading. See you next time. Bye.